Hi students. So in our last presentation we have seen introduction to various types of filters. So we have seen what is meant by filters, what is functionality of filters, then various types of filters, and we have also seen low pass filter. This is the low pass filter, then formula for frequency. Okay, this is the graph. We have also seen pass band, then stop band. Okay, so once again I repeat, the band of frequencies which will pass through filter is called as pass band, and the band of all remaining frequencies is called as attenuation band. Okay, so the attenuation band will not allow the signal to pass through the filter. So next type is RC high pass filters. High pass filters, HPF, is an electronic filter that passes signals with a frequency higher than a certain cutoff frequency and attenuates signals which with frequency lower than the cutoff frequency. That means high pass filter allow to pass the signals which are higher than the cutoff frequency, and it will not allow to pass the signal with the frequency which are lower than the cutoff frequency, right? So that means it passes only high frequencies through them and it rejects all low frequencies below the cutoff frequency. Then the high pass filters are also called as lead network because it will cause a phase lead in the output signal. So in case of low pass filters, it is called as lag network because it has a phase lag in the output signal. So exactly opposite to this, in case of high pass filter, they are called as lead network because they cause a phase lead in the output signal. So you can see the formula same here. So this is the graph of frequency versus output or gain in decibel. So slowly the frequency is increasing here. So up to this there is a stop band, and after that there is a pass band. So we will get the bandwidth from this point to this point, which is in pass band. Next step, RC band pass filters. So a band pass filter, BPF, is a device that passes frequencies within a certain range and it rejects or attenuates frequencies outside that range. That means those filters which pass a band of frequencies through them and which reject all other frequencies to pass through them. Okay, so it has a certain range and it will pass the frequencies through that range only. Okay, so now there is a combination of two capacitor and two resistor. You can see here. So again a graph of frequency versus gain in decibel output. So from FL to FH, this is the pass band. So from 0 to FL it will not allow to pass through the filter, so that is a stop band, and beyond FH there is a stop band. So this much bandwidth is available to us by using band pass filter. Last type, RC band stop filters. In signal processing, a band stop filter or band rejection filter is a filter that passes most frequencies unaltered but attenuates those in a specific range. So that means they reject a band of frequencies to pass through them and they allow the other frequencies to pass through them. They are also called as band elimination filters. And this is the circuit diagram for band stop filter. You can see here. Combination of two capacitors and two resistors here. So again there is a graph of frequency versus gain output. Pass band, you can see here pass band. So it will allow from 0 to FL, that is in pass band, and from FL to FH there will be a stop band, it will not allow, and from FH onwards there is again pass band, so it will allow to this pass band. So here you can see the summary. original signal, that means it would be a complex signal, you can see here. So it will consist of the component frequency plus some other frequencies, and these are the 4 types of filters that we have seen. So we are providing this original signal to all this filter as a input, and the output is varied, you can see here. So depending upon each filter, the functionality is different, so that's why we get different output, and that's why we get different graphs here, you can see here. In case of low pass filter, we get this signal or frequency. So here you can see here. In case of high pass, you can see here. So you can observe that at the input we are passing all these 3 frequencies, first, second and third. So when we mix these 3 frequencies, we will have the original signal. So that means our original signal will comprises of these 3 different frequencies or 3 different signals, and depending upon the functionality of signal, we will get the output. Now third one is band pass filter. So you can see the output, the second output or the second wave here or the signal here. And in the notch filter you can see the output. You will get the first one and the third one in case of notch filter. Then the limitations of passive filters. Output of the passive filter will be always less than the input signal. When one cascades many of such filters to design higher order filters, output will be even much lesser than the input. And third, cutoff frequency of such filters depend upon load value. So these are the limitations of passive filters. Then advantages of active filters. The limitations of passive filters can be overcome by using active filters. In case of active filters, they not only selectively pass the certain band of frequencies, but it also provides the gain to the input signal. So that is in case of active signal. So in case of active signal, it will not pass the certain band of frequency, but we also get a gain here, gain in the signal. Then operation amplifiers act as buffer between load and the filter circuit. So here you can see construction of active low pass filter. So it is a combination of low pass filter, you can see here a resistor and a capacitor, and non-inverting type unity amplifier. So we have seen non-inverting type amplifier in our previous presentation or previous discussion. So we are combining low pass filter and non-inverting op amp. So to this inverting input, we are connecting this resistor lead plus the capacitor lead here, and this is the output. So this is a active low pass filter. So this can be achieved by this circuit diagram. You can see here two resistor and a capacitor here with operational amplifier. So this is the circuit diagram for active low pass filter. Then active high pass filter. So this is the circuit diagram for active high pass filter. You can see here a capacitor, then two resistors R1 and R2. So capacitor and resistor are connected to this non-inverting input here. Then R2 is a resistor, R2 is a feedback resistor. The frequency is given by 1 upon 2 pi R1 C. Next type is active band pass filter. So here you can see here high pass filter, you can see here combination of high pass filter plus operational amplifier for amplification plus combination of low pass filter. Okay, so basically active band pass filter is a combination of high pass filter plus the application or the operational amplifier and the low pass filter. Next, circuit diagram for active band pass filter. You can see here two resistors and two capacitors are used here and a operational amplifier. and this is the active band stop filter. You can see here. In the diagram you can see here. So in case of active band stop filter, it is a combination of low pass filter plus high pass filter with summing amplifier. Thank you friends.